A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game, he told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. Keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is the team that can do it. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Pringle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down.
There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lyle. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Going to the ground. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a 1st down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline, run it again, run the same play again. And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Russell on play action. Buys time to his left. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quick spin on the run. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads to the right. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This time he's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Throwing, Mensah. Left side is Lofton, and he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They'll run with Lyle. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Out wide right, it's Lofton. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there on that RPO play on 3rd down. They didn't bite on the run fake. They were anticipating the offense throwing the football, so they laid back, made the tackle, and now they set up 4th down.
It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Grabbed behind the line, it's Pringle. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Mensah. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it.
Ready. Go.
Needs it. Stop. No chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Throwing Russell. Rushes on. Blasted as he lets it go. Caught, it's Edwards. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To spread it out to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Second and long here. Again, it's Russell. Look out! And it's a sack.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Russell. They'll run the screen. Crosses the 30. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives, because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Going long. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll give it to him again. He's got the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's into the open down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Here's Mensah to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Under pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Motion from the back. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And now the hit knocks it loose. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Throwing, Mensah. He uncorks one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Long way to go on second down. Mensah snags it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. Here we go. Looking to throw for it. Caught. On the move at the 30. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Just smothered on the play.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Field goal is good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. The give on the counter. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Keelan Russell. He's going to run it. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Lets it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. Rush right in his face. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They didn't even let that one get started as they stuff things up in the middle, and the clock winds down here late in the second quarter. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep over the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 9 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Demon Deacons, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. We'll see if this dude can keep it rolling. You know, 3 Alabama running backs have won the Doak Walker for the best running back in the country. Derrick Henry, Najee Harris, Trent Richardson. Throw in Mark Ingram, who won a Heisman. He might be able to add his name to that illustrious list.
And we could still throw people in there too. Sean Alexander, we can go back even further. Alabama's always had great running backs. And when your name gets mentioned with those guys, you talk about puffing out your chest and knowing that you've had a day or a season or a career when you get mentioned with those kind of cats.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davidson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Gets inside. It's Davidson. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. That Miami offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime. And lots of room to run. The 40, at the 30. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Here comes the heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Throwing, Mensah. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Pulls it in. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Mensah. Quick catch. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down or else they are really in trouble. They're all over him. And they got him.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense putting points on the board.
Yeah, and how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Here's Mensa to throw. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Bama! A pick six!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for...
Makes the grab in their space.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throwing, Mensa. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Second and long here. Mensa throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Lofton. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Yeah, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and just understand.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Offense gets set for second down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quarterback changing the play. In the red area, it's Lyle. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Number 22, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hands it off on the counter. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Handoff again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Alabama pushing the tempo. Russell from the gun on third down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust and you get him the football. He does the rest. I tell you what, I thought he was going to score for a second and get in, but now set up with this offense, first and goal in a great situation.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a third down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
Wide receiver going in motion. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Throws quickly.
I was ready for this fourth down anyways. I know I need a touchdown on this drive, and I know I'm going for it. So now the situation is, what is my play to get it done?
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Here's Mensah to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Cuts it upfield. It's Morrow. He's loose at the 15. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. He'll pull it down. Quarterback's got the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throwing Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. Turning it on. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Alabama quickly back to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Pushes ahead. Sees an alley. Alabama will get the first down.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Edwards. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll move the tight end. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Taken down. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Russell. The screen, he can go. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Caught. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Alabama.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Stepping to the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the return, it's Wingo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Lyle. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Moving out to the right. He wants a big play here late. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he runs out of bounds with the interception, and that is how we'll finish off this game.